Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one they call Peachy Pie, and you are absolutely most welcome to join me here. Okie dokie, so today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a controversial issue, and we're talking about why you can't be fat in today's world. So let's get into it. So I am a plus-sized person, as you know, and this might come as a bit of a shock to some people, the things that I'm going to say, but I believe that it's the truth and I'm willing to stand by it. If you agree with me, why don't you just hit that subscribe button and hit the like button too, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Okay, so here we go. So why you can't be fat? Number one is sexism. When I was growing up, I was told that there are certain things that girls can do and certain things that boys can do. I grew up with 3 older brothers, and I wanted to climb trees with my brothers. I wanted to be where they were with their friends. I wanted to do all the rock climbing, all that kind of stuff. And I was told, no, those are boy things to do. Go play with your dolls. So, in other words, think about it this way. All the active kind of things to do, the very active things to do, were boy things, and all of the non-active activities really were like girl things, staying in the kitchen, helping clean the house, not very like intensively exercised kind of based things, were girl things to do. And so basically I just ended up sitting and playing with dolls the whole time. And as I was gaining weight growing up, parents wondered why. Wonder why, if you remove activity out of a young child's life, physical activity, if they would gain weight. Anyway, and I was also told throughout my life that if you lose weight, then certain men, or even men in general, will find you attractive. That's a very, very terrible thing to say to a young child growing up. But these were things that I was told just because I was overweight. My skinnier older brother never had to hear these kinds of things. He never had to hear, oh, don't climb on a wall because that's a girl thing to do. He never had to hear that women won't like him because he's too skinny. But anyway, next one. Okay, health. So I ended up feeling self-conscious about my size the larger I got, because obviously who is not going to point out to a young kid that they are gaining weight? Who's not going to point it out? I mean, it would take an immense amount of maturity to control yourself to the point where you didn't fat shame a small child, right? So yeah, so I was being made fun of, even from a younger age also, due to my fuller figure. I was catcalled from a very inappropriately young age, I would say. And I think I was about 10 years old when I wore a mini skirt to church. It was like part of an ensemble outfit. And my mom told me, if like a few months down the line, don't wear the mini skirt anymore because the men are looking at you. I was 10 freaking years old. 10. But I was wearing larger sizes because I was much bigger than other kids my age. So yeah, and due to the fact of all these people insulting me and all these kind of things, I stopped being active because I felt intimidated and afraid that people would look at me and laugh at me if I went to the gym or if I went on a hike and all those things. And it's still a very, very difficult thing for me to do, to exercise in public to this day, because of those comments and things that were made while I was growing up. Now, another thing that we can say in terms of health that's a problem is sometimes when you go to the doctor, the first response for when you're ill in any way, shape or form is you need to lose weight and exercise. And that is such a cop-out because there's a billion other things that could be going wrong in someone's body, but you're telling them just exercise and, eat less. And like, no, you have to actually follow up and check on things. You have to treat your patients with respect. So yeah, another thing that I had to deal with a lot of, which I'm sure you could agree with, is people telling you to lose weight all the time. And even if you've been exercising and eating healthier, there was a period of time where I was exercising like every day, doing a exercise app thing. We have a bunch of exercise every day, and I did like 3 sets of exercises per day. That's like I was exercising heavily. And my grandmother would say to me, yo, you're getting fat, you need to lose weight. completely demotivated the heck out of me. So very shortly after that comment, I stopped doing it because I was like, well, if I'm just gonna look like I am overweight all the time, then like why bother exercising? I'm obviously not at the point, I wasn't at the point then where I am now when it comes to exercise. But yeah, people need to think about what they say to everyone in general before they say things. Next on the list is shopping. I can never find my size. I can never find my style. Worst of all, I think, well, not worst of all, but one of the worst things is that plus size clothing is slightly more expensive than like medium sizes, medium to maybe large size. I don't know about large size because I think that they are now being grouped into like plus size now. And so what happens is like, if that is the case, that for plus sized items you charge people more, don't you think that for smaller items you should charge them less? Because I mean, you're using less material when you are making a garment in size small or size extra small. You should be charging them less, isn't it? Anyway, that's just what I thought. But I think it's ridiculous that we have to pay an extra 20 rand just to cover our butts with something. It's not, no, sorry. Okay, next on the list, self-worth. Mostly due to insults, the self-worth of people who are plus size is going to be occasionally or even generally very low, because we get taught that you are not okay to be a part of society because your size is not something that society approves of, and that's really not fair. Unfortunately, this also in a lot of cases leads to people becoming people pleasers, and that is not fair as well. We often set very low limits or low boundaries, and we often have softer boundaries and tolerate a lot of other nonsense from people just because we are hoping that someone out there is going to notice what a wonderful person we are inside and just look past the way that we look. Unfortunately, we shouldn't actually even have to do that. We should be able to live in a society with people that don't disqualify our looks in order for us to have a good personality. It's like, it shouldn't matter to people. You should look like what you look like on the outside, and you can still be a good, decent, nice person. That should be common knowledge, but apparently it's not. Next. Okay, so my next point is on dating. A lot of the time, we choose the wrong partners because of low self-esteem and because of those soft boundaries and because we tolerate a lot of nonsense from people, because we've been taught that it's a stroke of luck. It's like lightning striking in the same place twice when somebody finds you attractive because you are of a larger size. It's a disgusting thing that we teach people who are overweight, that no one will ever love them, no one will ever look at them in a positive way just because of their size. It's freaking disgusting. And the unfortunate reality is that a lot of bigger sized people have very, very low standards and very low boundaries when it comes to their partners, because they are taught no one's going to love you, so just accept anybody, accept the first person that comes along. And it's absolute trash. So I'm here to tell you that it's trash, and you deserve to have the highest standards, because you deserve to have a good, faithful, kind, non-abusive, non-toxic partner. You deserve to have someone that is good to you, irrespective of your size. So yeah, okay. And then my last point is actually more of a rounding off of the positives, right? Because you can't be fat in this world, you can't afford to be fat in this world because everyone is too harsh. Do not be fat in this world. Be whatever you want to be. Well, technically, if you want to be fat, call yourself fat, go right ahead. But be whatever you want to be. Don't let somebody else put that label on you. Don't let somebody else tell you who you can be. Choose what you can tolerate, what you want to tolerate, and set boundaries. Stand up for yourself. Don't be scared of skinnier people. I mean, I'm sure you can just do this and flick them away. But no seriousness, no abuse, no violence or anything. You stand up for yourself because you are part of the human race, and as a human being you are qualified to enjoy your life. That is your qualification from birth. You are qualified to be happy, and you are qualified to enjoy your life no matter what people tell you, right? So only accept healthy attachments, things that are good for you. Wear what you want to. Shop at retailers that support you and your size. Also support hospitals and expose hospitals and medical professionals that discriminate against you based on your size. Name them and shame them. Leave a review. Go to churches or religious institutions that support you and your size, that are not going to tell you greedy without having any percentage of context on anything. We actually just need to stand up, start protesting, because we deserve to be treated fairly and equally. Just because you have a larger size doesn't mean you are lazy. Just because you have a larger size doesn't mean you are less intelligent. Irrespective of what people think, we've got to stand up for ourselves and we've got to show them, I'm just as good as you, maybe even better. So my size is not a disadvantage. My size is literally just my size. It doesn't add or detract anything from my life, my intelligence, my capabilities, whether or not I'm a good person, or whether or not I treat people well. My size is literally just my size, right? And then, and then you want to make sure that you are standing up for yourself in all different areas and not tolerating things from people that you don't need to tolerate things from. The truth is, you don't need to tolerate anything from anyone. And I know it's hard to brush off negative comments, negative things that people say, and not let it bother you. But we've got to remember that these people are insecure in and of themselves with their own size. They are struggling because they know that if they are too large, people in their circle are already jumping on the bandwagon to insult them and do all the things that they say to you, or in all the ways that they want to be hurtful to you. People in their circle are so ready to do that to them, and that's exactly why they want to pressure you, because sometimes it comes from a place of care, other times it comes from a place of self-disgust. So we have to just have pity on them, because they have to maintain a certain size in order to be happy, and that is just sad as all hell. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sorry if I was a little too saucy today. But this is a sensitive topic for me, because it really just makes me angry that you have to be a certain size to receive good treatment from people in general. It's the weirdest thing ever. But anyway, let me know what you think, and I hope that you have a fantastic day further, because you absolutely deserve it, because you are wonderful at any size that you are. So have a great day further and take care of yourself, because you absolutely deserve that too. Cheers.
Unless otherwise indicated, all the following scripture quotations are taken from the Holy Bible New Living Translation, with copyright by Tyndale Foundation, used by permission of Tyndale House Publishers, all rights reserved.
그대 잠깐 눈을 붙일 때 나는 마음에 물을 붙여요. 비밀의 나만의 초콜릿. 그대 차가운 몸을 녹일 때